Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Leo. So, usually when I see self-worth, I feel like you're getting back to a place of self-love and self-care. But with immortal next to it, it kind of changes it. So, from Lee Vampire, immortal, the consuming family pressure of peers, if I could talk right, and then self-worth from chakra wisdom. Immortal is like being surrounded by people who have their own expectations of you. They have their own ideas of what you should be doing. But this is just reminding you that you get to create your life the way that you choose. You are your own person. But I feel like with self-worth, some of you are feeling like a lack of that. A lack of value to others, and them not understanding that, you may be feeling like it's too much. It's just too much. So now, self-worth at a glance. It says that this card indicates a love of life and no longer trying to prove your value to others who may not see what you see. Rely on your inner knowing. All right, Leo, here we go. Here is your overall for the week. The Ten of Cups. Happy home, happy life, happily ever after. But are you truly happy? It's beautiful as the overall, because no matter what is going on right now, it's about your overall happiness, right? Unfortunately, a lot of times the Ten of Cups tends to show up when things are like not so good in paradise. But we'll see what's going on here. But it being the overall is good because it's all about you getting to that place, right? Feeling abundant, feeling emotionally fulfilled, right? And a lot of people don't really pay attention to what that feels like. A lot of times we focus on the pain. We focus on the loss. We focus on the difficult things. But we don't, pay too much attention to the times where we actually felt really good and really fulfilled. But let's see here. In the past, the Fool. And I got a feeling that the reason why you're pulling on this now is you need it again. You need to have that, faith, that free spirit, right? The Fool is the past, is saying that, for some of you may have taken a leap of faith on something for sure, right? Or needing to take a new path. And that's what you're still dealing with here. Because, again, we're looking at the end of a cycle with the 10. But again, it's about your overall happiness, But what did you jump into here with the Fool? Oh boy, jeez. In the present, the Moon. Oh boy. Oh, it's like, and I warn people of this too when I see the Fool. It's like jumping off the cliff and then grabbing onto the ledge and going, oh shit, pull me back up. With the Moon being in the present, it's like you had no idea what you just jumped into. I don't know, that bothers me with the Ten of Cups being there. With the Moon, it's illusion, it's deceit, it's, not knowing, not having full illumination, needing to pay attention to your instincts, things coming up from the subconscious mind, I'm waiting to see though. I'm always waiting to see what's in your environment that has to do with this, because these two to me are always connected. But not knowing, fear and anxiety, confusion. Maybe going through a confusing time at home, possibly. But not understanding. That's what I get more from this than anything. Taking that huge leap of faith into something and then not understanding, well, what the hell's going on? But again, it goes right back to your overall happiness. Future conditions, the Queen of Wands. And I love that. I love that for you guys. I love it when she shows up. Getting back to a place where I think and this seems to be reoccurring for a lot of people, confidence. Feeling better about your own self-image though too, because I see that with her. Feeling better about being able to manage things and not being in a confusing state. Now for some of you, yeah, you could definitely be dealing with another person. You could be dealing with another fire sign. but you're moving into this. So I don't feel like this is about somebody who is confusing you. I just think that some of you may not be really sure right now about what is going to make you happy. Like completely happy. You know? I mean, at one point you thought it was, because you went full force with the Fool. But, you know, again, with the Moon being in the present, it's like, well, what the hell? You know, but I do like this energy coming out here, because even if you are dealing with a person, they may be responsible for you feeling better about who you are. You know? Your best path to follow, the Seven of Pentacles. Now, here's what I'm getting from this. Looking at the Seven of Pentacles, first of all, like I've always said with this one, you know, it's taking stock of what you have to show for everything that you've put into something. And now you're reevaluating it. Is it what you want to see? Are you seeing the results that you want, or do you need to do something different? But it's about continued growth, right? Needing to continue the growth that you want to see. But I always question this when this card comes up. Are you actually seeing the results that you want? You know? Needing to reevaluate what is actually going to make you happy and what is actually worth putting your time and effort into. Reevaluating family situations, looking at continued growth, better growth. But I just think that this is about you right now. I think you went full force into something, and it's not what it appeared to be at all with the Moon being there. But you move into a better place, you know? And it's like, you may not know what to do now, but eventually you get there. Okay. Now, what didn't happen though? So the Page of Pentacles being in your environment, first of all, we're talking about, you know, learning something. This is referred to as the student, right? Learning something new and applying it and trying to get something started with this new information. Now, this could be somebody, you know, wanting to get something started with you in terms of work. You know, you could be dealing with a difficult child, though, too, which I don't know why that's coming up this week, you know. But I'm looking at you jumping full force into something and looking at your overall happiness, but it didn't actually start, though, because of the Moon being connected to this, you know? What didn't you actually get off the ground? What was it that you felt like you didn't have enough confidence to do? But you're being asked to look back at it now and think about what you need to do to get something going here. You know, for some of you, it may be that right now you're not really sure about, you know, what you're doing in terms of school. If you're, you know, going back to school, not really sure how to get a project started or get, you know, something off the ground and get it going here with the Page of Pentacles. But really, it's about needing to put in the tedious work to do it, right? But something didn't start, or it's not starting, or you're not able to get it going because it's not what it appeared to be. You know, but like I said, it's all about you right now, getting the confidence to actually do this. And reevaluating how you're going to go about making something grow, you know. Whether we're talking about you starting a new job, you going back to school, we're talking about relationships, overall happiness, period. Your hopes and your fears, the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, needing to get to a place of independence. So, and then not only that, but, right, like, needing to appreciate what you have, though, too. Now, as far as hopes and fears go, for crying out loud, I can talk right today. The Nine of Pentacles is about independence, right? Feeling secure, feeling stable, valuing what you have. Like, I don't feel like you're in a trap situation here. But I don't know, for some of you, you know, and going back to immortal, it's like needing to have a little bit more independence and a little bit more self-confidence in what you're doing. You know, especially if you're wanting to start something here and not really knowing like what it's going to do, like what's going to happen if you start putting your effort into this, what kind of growth you're going to see. But I don't know, I get the feeling that, you know, because I'm looking at it this way, and you needing to be more independent to get to a place of overall happiness, some of you needing to be a little bit more independent when it comes to family situations. But again, there's not a whole lot of clarity like right now on how to even do that, you know. But this is what you're hoping for, is to be independent, be financially secure, successful, you know, and be happy with what you have overall. Oh boy, coming out, the Hermit. You know, and it's you going right back to what you initially hoped for. Wow. The Hermit, to me, especially with the star being in his lantern, is somebody who has learned some really hard lessons. You know, he's been 1 through 9. And you're getting ready to go back through the process. But what was it that you really wanted in the first place? I mean, you went full force into it, but for some reason it's just not, it's not what you thought it was going to be. You know, and you just like can't get to a place where you see what you want, you know? I feel like you're stuck in this space here. But eventually you start looking at what you really wanted in the first place, and then here you're being asked to start putting in the effort again, you know? But in a different way, where you actually get to see what you want, because you're wanting stability and security for sure with the 9 of Pentacles, but independence more so than anything. But are you cutting yourself off? Is it because you want to do things on your own? Right? Oh, Leo. All right. So, you know, if you're thinking about shit right now, doing that soul searching with the Hermit, with Temperance, it's all about getting back that equilibrium. That balance between the way that you're thinking about something and the way that you're feeling about it. You know, being patient with yourself. But I get the feeling that instead of like jumping full force into things, it's like you're being a little bit more patient with what you're actually wanting to work on. With the 8 of Wands, when you come out of this, boom, energy is going to start picking up. Things are going to start flying and moving quickly. And then you're going to move into a place where you become a little bit more, I don't want to say cutthroat, but straight to the point, I think would be the best way to put it. Now, you could definitely be dealing with another person, like I said, between the two, right? You could be dealing with 2 different people. But I don't know, I feel like this has more to do with you because of the Hermit being there. Because it's all about you and you doing the soul searching and what is actually going to make you happy. Getting the equilibrium back, picking up the pace, but then being in a place with the Queen of Swords where you're not going to take any shit at all anymore. You know, definitely standing up for yourself here. And these 2 queens together, woo-wee. But, you know, I do think that with the Page of Pentacles and the Moon being there right now, it's not knowing how to start over. You know, that's what I feel like more so than anything with that. You know, but eventually what you do coming out of here is going to be better for you in terms of, especially with immortal and self-worth, how you feel about yourself. You know, I don't know. I don't feel like that Queen of Swords is an outside influence. You know, and it definitely could be. It could be somebody coming in and kicking your ass going, come on, you know, let's do this. Right? You can be independent. You can be financially stable and secure. But you're going to have to do it, you know. It may not be what you thought it was going to be, but let's do this. Like, I don't see her as a bad thing either way. You know, but again, it's all about overall happiness. You know. I mean, yeah, it could definitely be about family situations, but I don't know. I just think that you went full force into something and it just wasn't what you thought it was going to be. But coming out, you know, it's probably the best thing for you to do, right? Not to stay in hermit mode, but to actually go back and think about what you really wanted in the first place. All right. Now, for those of you who are single, reconciliation, oh man, you know, I'm telling you, I'm tired of seeing it. And I can't even imagine what other people are feeling when they're constantly hearing that somebody from the past is coming back, somebody from the past, right? But then you have the Three of Pentacles. This is a warm, loving relationship. It is more than sex. There is a better connection. You know, it's more, I don't want to say like practical, but more supportive. Now, you know, it could be that somebody is trying to, you know, show you that they're wanting to be more supportive of you and actually give you what you are wanting in a relationship, right? But like reconciliation, man, I know I'm fucking tired of hearing it. Now, let your friends help you, and then you have the friend card with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, it could be that you need to get back to a place where you're actually friends with each other. You know, if we're reaching out to our friends, when I see this in terms of relationships, it's one of those things where you go over to your friend's house and you're like, oh my God, do you know what I'm dealing with, right? But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's either being pushed to the friend zone or needing to be friends with the person that you're with, right? Needing to get back to, you know, a better understanding of each other, you know. And the other thing that I worry about though too is, do you have a friend that may be trying to make an offer to you, which is possible. But I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that needing to be better like friends with the person that you're with. But you know, Leo, right, like it's all about your overall happiness. What is really going to make you happy? What is really, truly going to make you happy here? And that's like the big question with the Hermit. We're not looking at the Nine of Cups here. You know, you're looking at everything that you've been through and going back and wondering what it was you initially wanted in the first place. But like I said, once you come out of this, things are going to be like, boom, on the move. And between these two queens, if we're talking about you, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Leo, so like I said before, taking this all off, I feel like some of you feel a lack of respect and needing to find your self-worth, but like I said, that's because of immortal, because you're talking about being surrounded by people who have their own ideas of what they think you should be doing. You may feel like the pressure of expectations being put on you, but then needing to find your own self-worth. And it's interesting on how you come out on this. And needing to go back and find that level of self-confidence again. But then also, you know, with the Hermit, I mean, and this is big. You know, this isn't the Nine of Cups here. We're looking at your overall happiness or possibly family situations. But with the Hermit, what did you initially want? What was the initial hope here? You know, what was it that you were working toward in the first place? Because I think that some of you went full force into something that was not what it appeared to be. With the moon being there, no. And then not only that, but these two, something didn't get started. You know, it didn't go the way that you had planned, or, you know, you're not really working on it anymore. You know, but with the Page of Pentacles being there, like I said, there's still that potential to, you know, get to where you were wanting to be in the first place. But like, I feel like some of you are like clawing back up the cliff going, shit, I didn't want to do this. Why did I jump into this? You know, and again, with the moon being there, but you move into this place where it is about you. It is about you and your independence here. And then working toward what initially should have started, but maybe didn't because you didn't want to put in the effort, because like I said, it is not what it appears to be with the moon. But again, we're talking about your overall happiness here. Now, when we come out though, really, I mean, these two together, how you come out on this is pretty amazing. And yeah, you could definitely be talking about a person that you may be dealing with that's like kicking you in your ass going, come on, let's go now, right? being direct with you. But it's all about you getting your equilibrium back. And then once you move out of that, things are going to pick up pace like really quick. It's like you quickly change who you are. It's like you go from a place of almost like complacency to defiance is what it feels like. Because it's really about what is going to make you happy. When we're talking about overall happiness, right, that is something worth fighting for. But you may be in a situation now where you're needing to find, again, that self-worth and confidence. But I would say that the hermit is probably the best thing to do. Not to stay in hermit mode, but go back and actually look at what you were wanting to do in the first place. Now, as far as relationships go, for those of you who are single, and I'm sorry, like, I don't purposely try to pull these, okay? Like, I'm sick of hearing it. I can't even imagine what you guys are feeling. Reconciliation in the Three of Pentacles, that is the good news coming out of this. So if you do have somebody from the past coming through, I think they're being a little bit more supportive and wanting to show, like, more dependability, but there's more affection there. Right? It's not just a physical connection. It's somebody coming back and telling you that you meant more to them than what they had expressed before. Right? Because reconciling. But I'm so tired of hearing it. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, this one kind of throws me off a little bit. Let your friends help, and then you have the friend card with the Knight of Pentacles. And it could just be that you're needing to be better friends with your partner. Which, absolutely. Now, some of you may be dealing with a friend in your space that may be offering you something. You know, but again, they're just friends looking at the Knight of Pentacles. Now, on the other hand, it may be that you kind of move into this place of just being friends with the person that you're with right now. Because when I look at let your friends help, that to me is going to your closest friends and venting about who you're dealing with. Now, that's just for some of you. But like I said, for those of you who are happy in a relationship, it's just, you know, being more supportive as a friend, not just as a lover or a partner, but being that person's friend now, too, which is important. But Leo, really self-confidence, needing to be more confident. But then not only that, but like I said, this is big. I mean, you know, again, we're not looking at the Nine of Cups here. Right? So definitely needing to go back here and look at what it was you initially wanted in the first place and not being so quick to jump headfirst into things that, you know, may not be what they appear to be.